Sandy Charles with FanRag Sports, joined by our very own prospect writer, Bobby DeMuro. Bobby, you had a chance to see Braves prospect Travis Demeritte. He was traded in July. How is he adjusting, and what have you seen?
He's an interesting case. You know, when he got traded, I was covering him with the Rangers in High Desert in the California League. He was killing it in California, and he gets traded to Atlanta. Very different environment for high A. He struggled a little bit. It's funny to see him this fall. This summer covering him, he's very serious, very professional. Nice guy, but very serious. And this fall, you can see that the weight has kind of been lifted off. I think he's comfortable, we'll say, with the Braves now. He knows people in the organization. It's his hometown organization. He's from South Georgia. And I think he's a guy that finally is kind of finding his place. He kept talking to me when I talked to him this week about showing them what he can do, and I think he's finally starting to do that with Atlanta. And a couple months after a trade, these things are jarring for these guys. He's young. A couple months after a trade, I think he's finally kind of feeling at home.
What would you say, where would you kind of project him for next year?
I think he's a double-A guy next year. The power is attractive at second base. Obviously, he hit 25 home runs in half a season at High Desert. High Desert's exceptional in that regard, so that might be a little bit over the top. But I think he's a guy who could have special power at second base. And because he's here, I mean, look, any guy who's here is going to have a chance to be special in some way, more or less. So I think he could move quickly depending, but I think you'll see him at double-A to start. And I think the Braves are trying to figure out if they have a second baseman in the future or not.
Thank you so much, Bobby.